Hey guys, we just want to give you an update of what took place today. We had a really busy day. This morning we gathered together, we prayed for the city of Baltimore, and then we actually went out downtown behind me in the Harbor Walk, and we started just walking up to people on the sidewalk, asking them if they need prayer, sharing the gospel. And I saw this area where I could street preach. So I said to the pastor and some of the volunteers that came out, I'm just going to go up there and street preach. And I stood up and I street preached, and it was amazing to see there were people that stood from beginning all the way to the end. It was really amazing to see the interest. Of course, there were some hecklers, but it wasn't as bad as other cities that we've been to, like Denver, to do that. When we left there, we went over to the west side, and I've got Nathan with me. Nathan's going to share just a testimony of what the west side of Baltimore was like. Go ahead.
The west side was very hard to take. A lot of prostitution in the open air, middle of the day. There was a lot of drug use, you could tell, but just brokenness, a lot of despair, depression, very rundown feeling. People just ready to hear about the Lord and to be rescued out of that kind of life. So we talked with so many people, and I think today was a big day for people being delivered out of that lifestyle.
Yeah, there was multiple people just standing on sidewalks, just, dealing drugs, and we'd walk up to them and share the gospel with them, and just to see the openness. There's a few times where you could see conviction just coming over them as we were sharing with them. There was 2 prostitutes that Nathan and Pastor Bob got to minister to, and one of them looked like, when we finished praying with her, that she was ready just to leave that life and go back. She said that her dad has been praying for her, and that she needs to get out of here. And so we had some phenomenal opportunities to minister in the broad daylight. We can't even imagine how bad it gets in the middle of the night and when after the hours, but it looked like something out of the 1970s. I mean, it really did look like something that you'd read about in a book somewhere, because it wasn't like there was maybe 30, 40 guys, that we ran into all across that area that just were either standing on sidewalks outside the stores, just looking for business, and you could tell that they were loaded up with stuff for people to buy from them right there and then if necessary. So yeah, today was a really unique day of evangelism right here in Baltimore. Pastor Bob was just so encouraged, and I want to share another thing just to bless you all with is last year when we came out here, we were out on the streets, and there was a Spanish pastor that came here to church plant, and as he was here to church plant, he was crying out to God for a place to meet. And while Pastor Bob, myself, and the church were out on the streets ministering, there he was, and he walked up to Pastor Bob, and they sat down, they had lunch together, and sure enough, here he is now out with us, doing ministry with us, and he's an anointed evangelist and pastor, and the church has grown under his ministry, which is amazing. And now they're seeing so many Spanish community coming out into the church. It's just so exciting to see the fruit and results of ministry. So thank you all for your generosity. Thank you, Nathan, along with Commission and so many others that supported and donated that this ministry could take place. So God bless you, and I hope this really encourages you. Take care. Bye-bye.